I'm back. Your boy D9 is back. I know it's been a minute. A lot has happened. A lot has changed in my life in the past few 9 months. I've recently become a father, which has been one of the best things that's ever happened in my life. So that's kept me busy. But apart from that, I've also joined Hot Things Barbecue as a pitmaster, a junior pitmaster, and I'm teaching what they call the Just Good Barbecue. And that's also been great, and that's been keeping me pretty busy every second Saturday of every month. Yeah, before we begin, shout out to Smokey Joe for sponsoring this video. More on that later. Let's get into what we're gonna do today. So, let's open her up. Make sure we contain all these juices. I'll just do some slight trimming at the bottom. Now, one technique that I've seen in the past and a lot of YouTubers that do competition etc is that they like to sort of push between the bones to facilitate that pullback. Just trim up this pointy tip. Try to make it nice and round and somewhat aerodynamic. Those pointy edges tend to overcook or burn, and that will just, affect the general look of your end product of your spare rib. So, like I said, shout out to Smokey Joe from Smokey Joe's Ribs, and I've become somewhat of a brand ambassador. So these are just some of my favorite that I like to play around with. Particularly, as you can see, that I've run out of this the jerk rub. I love this on chicken, especially on chicken wings. This is a family favorite. As you can see, I've just run out, so very unfortunate. But shout out to Smokey Joe for providing that pleasure. We've also got some of this pig and poultry brine. It's a blend of herbs and spices, including maple. Really good. Following instruction, and brine your chicken like the night before or something, and then roast it or smoke it. Comes out really nice, some really good flavor in that one. On to the lemon pepper. That's a classic flavor, especially in chicken, of course. I actually have not used it on anything else but chicken. You'll be curious to find out, but yeah, it's really good on chicken wings. You get that lemon pepper and a bit of butter on it. Splendid. Honey hog. Honey hog's probably the one I'm going to be picking today. I do also like to include a bit of Flippen Lekker. This is a South African mix of spices and herbs with some Worcestershire powder. Really good stuff. I love it on steaks. I love it on burgers. It's good stuff. Let's get to seasoning these ribs. Just lay down a base of the Flippen Lekker. Just a little bit, because it's salty, sweet, savory. Good on everything. It's good on everything. Even on corn, it's pretty good. Give it a flip. Pop this in the fridge for now and fire up the smoker though. Alright, so decided to use the Bullet Smoker. I actually realized that I had some briquettes from the previous cook, so which is awesome. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm just gonna heat up a few of them, about a chimney full, and then chuck them in there. Aim for a temperature between 275 and 300. I've got West Australia Jarrah. Some very good hardwood. I normally use this for my offset, so you can see it's in splits. But I've also got some mandarin Yeah, I believe this is Mandarin. Yep. Mandarin, which is more of a chunky type of situation thing that I normally have with it. So yeah, just grab a few of these and then chop them with the X. That should be good. And sometimes I like to use some pecan wood. Same sort of situation too. Chop it up with the trusty old X into chunk-sized pieces, similar to that. You know, and then just once I've got my my charcoal in the smoker, start chucking them in, you know, regular intervals to get the smoke rolling. I'm also going to be using some of my favorite lump charcoal, which is the Matador Premium Lump Charcoal. This is really good stuff. Just got it from my local Bunnings. It's my normal go-to. I like that it's in a box, so the storage is a little bit better. Unlike the bags that sometimes I find when you get to the bottom when it's all crushed up and, you know, not really useful charcoal. So yeah, that's just kind of my preference. Right, I think the charcoal is ready. I don't want to get it fully lit all the way. Cracking like fireworks. Get the top, rest of the lid on. Secure it. Bang. Bang. That's what I love about this little bullet smoker. So convenient. Find the top. Right, top vent wide open as well. Boom. Just here. You can see through it. Let that preheat. But while it's preheating, just gonna add one of the smaller chunks of wood. Like I said, I'm going to be aiming around 275 to 300 thereabouts. So we'll go in with one chunk, set it just above the flames there and let it rock. As far as I'm concerned, wood is good to go. Right, I can see from above here, which is kind of off camera, but I can see sort of where the coal is. I'm going to try to aim or place the ribs away from, you know, being directly above the coal, and I'm just gonna clump them up a little bit like that. How you rack them is how they come out, really. And I like all the moisture's been drawn out of there, so they're looking nice and juicy. Time to hydrate. Close that up. Again, I like to go vents wide open at first and then start regulating while the ribs are on there. You know, to me, I don't want to preheat and wait until I reach, you know, to me, I don't want to preheat and wait until I reach the desired range. I like to just throw them on in there and utilize that smoke that's coming out there. It's kind of a cold smoke, so at the end of the cook, I have a bit more smoke enhanced or smoke infused, you know, rib, rather than waiting until it reaches that range and then throwing on the ribs. That's just my theory, you know, and it's worked so far for me, especially for, you know, backyard cooking, which is pretty much what this is dedicated to, you know, the backyard legend, the guy who just wants to make some really good ribs for dinner, good ribs for his family, good ribs for game night or whatever. Okay, about 2.5 hours in. Looking good, nice color. Spritzing every about 30 minutes, 45, just whenever I get a chance, give it a peek, check it out. So, it's looking good. Let's rock it maybe another hour, and then, yep, let's see if we can wrap. Right, so the ribs have reached a certain point where I like to wrap. And when I barbecue or when I smoke my ribs, I normally just want them to reach a certain color that I like and then wrap. I prefer them to reach this nice mahogany color. So what I'm going to do now is just wrap in some sugar, honey, chili honey, and butter. Wrap them for about 45 minutes to an hour. Check on them once they get to the tenderness that I like. Okay. I'm wearing a jacket because cook got a little bit late. It's nighttime and it's a bit chilly. So I'll wrap these bad boys. Nice and steamy, good cool back on the bones. Just what we want to see. Quick probe check. Oh, yeah, sliding in there just like that. Nice and tender there. Boom. Temping around the 206. So what I'm going to do now is actually give him a flip. Okay, like I said, we lost a bit of bark, but I ain't tripping. Still happy about the color. And now to extract the rendered juices into a bowl and then give it a final glaze before we serve and slice on in. I actually decided to put a little bit of Stubbs barbecue sauce just on the ribs. Time to slice on in to these delicious ribs. So I'm gonna slice them meat side down. Just a little pro tip. Lay some of that excess glaze there, just so I don't cut off too much. And all you need is a nice sharp knife. Right in the middle. Big bad boy. Ooh. It's juicy looking rib if I've ever seen one before. Yes, sir. Go in. Nice clean bite. I mattered it. My rib game definitely stepped up. Not a bad backyard barbecue rib. Nice and smoky. Good sauce, good glaze on that. GrillMatic, baby. That's how you do it.